This week is kicking my backside on so many levels. I mean, I had such big hopes and dreams for my birthday. And instead of doing all the fun stuff I wanted to do, I still went to dinner. But you know what the funny thing is about this second time I went to this restaurant? The first time, I was in such a good mood. I was so happy. I was just enjoying life in that moment. And the fucking food was just amazing. And the experience was great. So this is what I had in my head. I was just ready to go. And, you know, when the battery that died the night before, I pretty much knew that the hotel was out. Axe throwing was out. And that I was just going to be able to, and that I probably shouldn't go to the fucking place, but I'd feel bad. But then after being there and talking to him, I could have canceled. It wouldn't have made any difference to them. They were packed for most of the night. So that was stupid of me. I should have just not even gone out. That would have been better, because coming home was the most insane trip down the road that it's been. It was slush. And of course, I tried to drive without the chains, and I got to a point where I was like, yeah, this is not happening. So I pulled over and put on chains, and then barely made it back to my place, right? And now I've been burning gas, driving to Bend, like generator gas every single day, all day, just to keep the battery charged enough up for the heater to run. I mean, it's insane. And it's this huge generator that's super overkill that I use for welding, but I'm running the shit out of it, right? And I have another welder or generator that literally will, at max, runs for like a couple hours when I need it. And that's what charges up my system, okay? So I don't want to hammer that generator with this just hours and hours and hours of running, right? But now, running that generator, the one that I am running, it's not a sine wave generator. So it literally is hammering on my stuff. Like the computer itself, not so much, but the power supply, the freezer, my blender, who knows what else that's running on this that's just hating life right now, okay? And I just got done replacing the BMS. And I was like, okay, it's over. I was sitting at the post office box, watched the FedEx truck pull in, got out, stood in there, watched the guy check the things in, got my package, got back here, got to work, got it all done. Nothing went bad. Nothing went sketchy. Everything went perfect. But it didn't work still. Is it another bad BMS? I don't know. But at this point, I don't have this unlimited funds to just keep running a generator for another week until I get paid. Like, this is insane. And then I have this whole problem. Like, I am fucking miserable. But I keep, thinking things like, well, if it would have happened one day earlier in that insane cold, it would have been a huger nightmare. So I try to think on the bright side, and then I'm like, well, people in this snow bomb blizzard cyclone thing, their lives are way worse than mine. And then there's the whole Ukraine thing. So I'm having a hard time. As miserable as I am, I keep looking at, well, at least I'm not in Ukraine, or at least these January 6th fools didn't complete their mission. At least, this battery didn't die one more day early. I guess that's how I keep myself sane. I don't know. But when this BMS just didn't work right now, and I'm like, I don't even have the money to drive, the gas money to drive to Tacoma, where these batteries are distributed from, to just quickly get a replacement. So I've got days of misery left regardless of whatever happens. I'm actually thinking about just hot wiring the battery just because this is like an emergency. Like and basically just run the battery without a BMS. I'm returning the battery. I'm shit talking Rosin Electric for fucking putting out something that just, I'm shit talking myself for always buying the cheapest stuff. Like if I just would have bought a better fucking unit, I wouldn't be fucking miserable right now. So I guess I'm the only motherfucker to blame. But I mean, I can only take so much blame before I just go fucking nuts. It's just. So you think when you buy something that costs this fucking much money, that it's still going to be a fucking thing that isn't going to be cheaping out shit. So anyway, my point being, running it without a BMS, so I don't run out of fucking money and have to starve or fucking, I don't even know what, my shit go cold and freeze. That's my fucking alternative right now, thanks to this Rosin Electric, right? So just run the battery without a BMS. It might do damage to the BMS, but it's not my problem. I have gone over and above a fucking customer. Like, I got this in the holidays. In the fucking holidays. The distributor is some other place, not in Tacoma, until sometime today or tomorrow, And I'm lucky he's actually a cool fucking dude, because there could be a battery distributor that's a fucking asshole that's like, yeah, fuck you. I don't know if you were, I don't know what I could do to break the fucking battery. I've taken such good care of that fucking battery so it would last me for fucking ever. I wouldn't have a nightmare like this. That's how I treat my shit very good so I don't have nightmares. But then when I have a fucking nightmare and then I fix it and it's still a nightmare, I don't know what to fucking do anymore. I mean, I literally am just like fucking, So I think I'm going to just hotwire the fucking battery tomorrow. And if it does some fucking damage to it, oh well, it's not going to be my battery anymore. I'm sending it back to those fuckers, Rosin Electric. So anyway, I mean, I fucking am like, again, there's all these people in the world, they're dying and being tortured to death and shit. And I'm just, I almost did die, though, because of my decision to run buddy heaters and go to sleep, which, that was a bad decision. I literally fucking, but, when everything just goes fuck right in you, I'm in bed at the end of the day, ready to go to sleep. I got a bag, got a suitcase packed with all my stuff ready to go tomorrow, looking forward to it, and then boom. Yeah, so I wish I would have thought at that moment to just wire up, which is what I did at 4 o'clock in the morning. I got up and started wiring shit with alarms going off and CO2. But, I felt like shit, and I felt like shit for over a day. Like, I got gassed, Not good. I'm a really healthy person. I like to feel good every day. I take really good care of myself, eat right every day, sleep good, drink tons of water, do all the things. And so I know when I've been gassed. And I was gassed. I gassed myself. Anyway, this is off-grid living, and this is live. This is reality. There is no glamoring up. This is just my real life. I make videos about what's happening in my real life. I appreciate all the subscribers. And I hope maybe by watching my videos, some bullshit won't happen to you. Like, don't buy a fucking Rosin battery. Peace.